Bonjour à tous, je suis très content pour inviter tout le monde pour cette séance. Know the platform DELF A CBSE Assessment for Speaking and Listening. A very good evening to one and all present here. It's my pleasure and honor to invite each one of you for this exclusive session on Know the Platform DELF and CBSE ASL. The GFTF has organized many webinars and workshops to facilitate our French fraternity around the globe with its latest trends, teaching practices, and technological skills. Upscaling and upscaling in our teaching pedagogy is what we promote. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Mohammad Shafi Sharif, the founder member of Gulf French Teachers Forum, and for all his initiatives and coordination. Thanks again to the Panworld Education team from Dubai to design a French learning platform and provide it at a very lesser cost for the benefit of the French learners and teachers. Finally, I thank all the participants who took time out of the busy schedule to attend this session. We welcome you all. I kindly request all the participants to stay connected to know the special promotion code which has been offered for the Gulf French Teachers Forum. I welcome you all once again. Thank you. I now request Ms. Yardley from Panworld Education team to take over the session, please.
Hello again. So I'm Yadni and I'll be your host for today's session. Uh, on behalf of Panworld Education, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. We hope you'll get the gist and understand what our French platform offers and how the French learning platform, how we are supporting the DELF A1 to B2 and CBSE French ASL offerings. At this point, we would like to start the session with a short PPT, just taking you through how it works and what all offerings we have, and then a quick walkthrough of the platform so that you know how you can go around about it. So I'll just start my screen sharing, and then you can go ahead. So today we are going to discuss about French DELF A1 to B2 and then the French general French preparation which is aimed at CBSE ASL. So as you know, there are A1, there are four sections in DELF and as well as in ASL, you'll be having four levels that we offer. So in the next PPT slides, I'll be taking you further in a detailed manner for the session. Just about what we do and what we work for. We are Panworld Education. We are one of the leading content and technology integrators for education, headquartered in UAE. We provide the digital content and technology solution for K-12 higher education, government, and ministries. We also work with corporate sectors across the Middle East and African countries. The company brings to its customers the best of the solution that fits your needs. Further, the solutions that we're going to speak today is DELF and French in general, which is for CBSE. So I'll start with French in general, that is for CBSE. In our platform, we have nearly four sections which is dedicated for the French ASL. It comprises of almost 100 scenarios to practice via immersions and then 1,000 exercises to help you make the progress. The four levels start with discovery, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Towards the end of each section, you'll be given a certificate, and our certificates allow you to prove that your mastery of the language with the reference to CEFR levels, which is a European standard which is maintained all across the language studies. And moving forward to our DELF offering, we have it from A1, A2, B1, and B2. It's composed of four individual certificates that correspond with each level of CFR. And for all the levels of examination, the parts are very similar as you have a listening comprehension, you have a reading comprehension, a writing, and a speaking part. The duration of each exam or each part depends on the levels, but it takes almost more and more time to pass the examination with the higher levels, which means the key to crack these exams is practice. The more you practice, the more you have a chance that you excel in these exams. So, in today's our proposition is what our platform has to offer is where you can practice these examination questions and excel your knowledge about them continually. There is a subscription we offer for 1 year wherein you can access the platform unlimited times and you can keep on practicing so that your language level that you have attained remains intact and you don't lose the touch with language. So this is a small gist, and I would now take you to the platform. So let me just share my screen here. There's a technical glitch. Just a second, though. Uh, Sorry, that was a technical glitch, and apologies for that. So we are moving ahead. So this is for general French in general for the CBSE ASL program. So as we mentioned, it covers four levels, that is level one, two, three, four, from basic to advanced levels. So in the beginning itself, you have an option of taking your test, level test here. So once you start your level test, it takes you to a group of 30 questions which you answer in one shot. So, if you're answering each question and you validate it and move ahead, towards the next, once you complete the whole set of 30 questions, at the end, you will get to see what is your score or what is the level, that is A1, or according to that, A1, A2, A3, A4. That is, you are in the beginner level or advanced level or intermediate level. You'll get to know towards the end of the session. So once you complete these 30 questions, you will get that score, and with respect to that score, you can start your preparation. In this, there are questions which are assigned to all the streams of DELF, whether it is as per the criteria that is listed in the DELF examination, or the questions are covered here, which is similar to the criteria that is set for CBSE ASL language. So I'm just going ahead with these 30 questions. So you can either pass or you can answer the questions. So this is basically done on the competitive basis. Once you give a right answer here, your next question becomes a bit tougher. And once your next question is wrong, your next the a question that comes after this becomes an easier one. That's the reason it's called as an adaptive in nature, and which helps you to get the correct result on the end. So as of now, I'm not going to complete the test, but you can always complete the test and get to see your levels. And according to that, you can resume your preparation. Moving forward, I'll show you the preparations that are available here on the study programs. Choose a new study program, you'll get to see all the levels. So as you have given your examination, you get to know which is the correct level that you would want to go ahead with. Accordingly, you can get started with it. So if I am a beginner, I choose a beginner program, and when I start with a beginner program, it takes me to step by step lessons. So here only two are unlocked, so I have to complete these two to go to the next one. So you cannot simply jump into it. It's a lessons that are being set in a progression manner. So once you complete one test and go to the other and to the next, it will complete your whole learning process and you will be excelling in that particular A2 level. And as soon as you complete this, like there are five stages. Once you complete your fifth stage, there will be a certification which is given as per the CEFR levels. So just opening this one for you. So it's going to be about movies, football, and TV. So I'm starting the session, starting the questions here. So this is a grammar about a lesson. So I am not a person who knows French, though I am a product person. So I literally do not understand what's written, but I'm very sure about the offering that's given here. So it will be completely aligned to your CBSE ASL content that you use for your students, and you can go ahead with this. And once you have done your preparation, then you can start your questions here. So you can choose the flashcard and drop here and then pass to the next one. So this is similarly you have here audio questions. You have to speak, you can memorize. So you just have to start your situation and get started with what the offering is. Here there's an audio passage. You can hear it, you can read this, and then you can give your answers. So this comprises of what we have in each of the preparations. So right now we were in beginner. At any time you can change your course. You feel that beginner is not what you are, you can go for intermediate. You can simply jump to intermediate and you can start your preparation from the scratch for intermediate. So this is complete journey for one person who can customize. So we always suggest one license is for one person because it creates a customizable program for yourself. So you can always come back to this and get started from where you left. If two people are using it or multiple people are using it, your learning and other person's learning will get mixed, and it wouldn't be the best practice where you can excel in your criteria. So this is the study programs. I'll quickly jump into the library section. So whatever content we have in this CBSE French ASL, we have categorized it into language functions, grammar, and vocabulary. So this is when you want to specifically learn about one topic, whether it's language function or whether it's grammar or vocabulary. You can simply go in this option, click here, and you will get all the topics that are relevant to language function. At the same time, you can again make a filter here whether you want to go for only A1, then choose A1. If there's a skill that you want to go for, you can select that skill and then particularly focus on that preparation. So in each topic here, you have a file that you have to read, and then you have a test that you can give so that you excel in that particular topic. So this ultimately helps you to increase your score for the certification. At the same time, it helps you in restarting your language. And as you can see this, you have the person has already completed the test, and you can always see what corrections are, or if you want to restart the examination, you can do that as well. So this is just about library function. You can do the same with grammar and vocabulary. The next option is statistics here. This is a great feature when it comes to self paced learning, where you want to evaluate where you stand and what you have achieved and how much you want to improve. So, just starting with the basics here, it gives you the minimum activity you have done, how many continuous days you have been active. From the day you started this, how much was your percentage of increase or score? And this is the level that is shown as per today, what you have achieved. At the same time, when you go below, you can see how much time you have spent or when was the highest spike of your usage in the platform, how many reads you have done, how many exercises you have done. And this is rework. That means you have only understood this portion and you have to rework on these many exercises. Here, there's skills to work on. This is the place where your study program comes into picture. So here I can see, okay, I need to work on this skill. So I can always go back to my study program, choose whether it's grammar or it's vocabulary, and then practice this particular skill that I have been lacking on. When I click here, I can directly jump into that particular skill test. I can learn this and I can test myself at the same time. This is ongoing modules that we are going to add. Here you have my study program, and it shows how much you have achieved. So you have just started it, so it's showing as 1%, how much activities you have done 0, and how many modules you have completed 0. So as and when you go to the study program and complete your one session or one module, it gets reflected here, which ultimately increases your level at this place, and you will be able to track what progress you have made. If you want to simply see your sheets progress, this is the area. If you want to base program, and then you have your progress here. Now, moving ahead with the DELF exams. Yes. So here, when you go to the so currently I am in the DELF B2 mode and moving ahead with this. So as all the DELF examinations has a common criteria, that is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So here in the library section, as we saw earlier, we have an option of exercise mocks, study sheets, and then you have statistics below. So we'll start with the exercises. So exercise is nothing but it is mock examinations. So for each thing you have multiple options. Like for listening, okay, my voice is breaking. I'll just change the Wi-Fi to my 5G. Yes. So when I'm in the listening section, here in listening, there are three sets of exercises. When I'm going for my first set of exercise, you have nearly 8 to 10 modules in this, and each of them will be given the level of hardness it is, whether it's medium, whether it's hard, or whether it's easy. And once you start with this, your timer starts, and here it's a general information about it. So when you're giving this examination, it gives you a correct look of what a DELF examination is, because all the questions that come here are compliant to the questions that comes in DELF. So whenever, as I said, like clearing a DELF for any qualifying exams, the important thing is you need to be practicing it every time. So this here you have an audio which you can listen to. For the people who has just started learning the language, you have a transcript available for them to read and understand. So it helps you to be vocal with the language. At the same time, you can hear the native language speaking. So I'm just playing this.
Les menus végétariens sont désormais obligatoires dans les cantines scolaires, grâce à l'application de la loi Alimentation 2018. Marianne Cohen, vous êtes nutritionniste et membre de l'Association végétarienne de France. Pouvez-vous nous expliquer quels sont...
So just to make it sure, all the audios that have been spoken and present in this are by the native speakers. And here you get the transcript to that. And you have questions here. So this is a preparation area. So when I'm putting a question, I can see below whether the answer I have written is right, and an explanation to it. Just randomly putting an answer here, and it's shown, right? So if I choose this, it will show me it's a wrong answer, and there's an explanation why this particular answer is right. Similarly, you have multiple questions. Once you finish that, you can go to the next set of questions. So it shows you your training session is over. Shall we continue? So your 1 out of 7 score is done. Now they will give you a new activity according to the activity that you just performed. On basis of that, your next activity is set. So it's a so what our preparation offers is a complete set of questions are already put in, and with the help of customization to your answers that you give, we create a flow for each user, and the user can go on that journey completing it. So here here you have all the examinations that is available. So when you're opening one exam, this actually looks similar to what you just saw for the training mode, but the only difference is you had transcript option for all the audios. Here it is similar to an exam. You do not have a transcript option. Like when you're playing.
Le mot participatif est très en vogue dans l'actualité en ce moment dans tous les grands domaines économiques et sociaux. On entend régulièrement parler de management participatif, de démocratie.
Okay, so when I'm playing that particular audio, there will be no transcript to the right side. At the same time, when I'm answering a question, it isn't correcting me. It is not telling me whether it's a right question or example. Though once you complete the whole test, towards the end of it, it will give you a list of corrections. Whether this question was right, it will be said at that time, and if it is a wrong answer, which is the right answer and what is the explanation to it will be given at the end. So it gives you a complete information. Generally in mock examinations, you give a mock and then you wait for the results to come back. You don't have to wait for that. As soon as you complete your mock, you will get your result towards the end, and you can cross verify where you have went wrong. Then moving ahead with study sheets. Study sheets comes into help when you have your statistics with you. So before study sheets, I like to jump to the statistics. So statistics is almost similar to what we just saw earlier. You have your activity minutes, you have how many days you have been active, you have a coach's opinion. On the platform. So right now what we have been going through right now what we have been going through is French DELF A1, A2, B1, B2. Similarly, you have an option to jump here. At the same time, we have our offering for TCF and DELF C1. Currently, through our collaboration with GFTF, we have enabled DELF A1, A2, B1, B2, and French ASL CBSE for the organization. If there's any more queries for TCF or DELF, you can always get back to us. Here, all I have covered almost all the aspects of an platform. Just one more quick thing. Once you are in the program, if you want to study, choose a program towards a study. Like you have a particular target date and you want to achieve it within that particular days, you can select this option, and it gives you few packages where you have 11 hours of preparation, 18 hours, 27 hours. And if I'm choosing 27 hours of preparation, it gives me a package and I can simply start with that package in one go. So here everything is mixed together. It is for DELF B2, but your audio questions, your speaking, writing, listening, all the questions are mixed together. But towards the end of the complete session, which is a 27-hour course, you are if you go through it in a proper manner, you are eligible to have a plus 35 points in your examination. In between this preparation, you have your exams to take, which helps you to make you understand where you are. So even this is a very good package when the person is having a deadline to meet or a score to achieve. This looks really exciting and very easy because everything is structured manner. You don't have to go one after the other to choose what I have to learn, what am I missing. Here, everything is provided at the right place in the right sequence. So this is one mode of study program. Similarly, you have a few other modes as well, where you can select as per the skill, that is grammar, vocabulary, or you can select as per writing, speaking, and listening. So, moreover, I have completed all the topics here. We have certain blogs that we come across with which helps the French preparation. Uh, and along with that, as and when there's any changes in the DELF examination or the pattern or the questions of DELF examination, that is automatically updated in our system within a day or two. So the system is always being updated. At the same time, for general French, also we keep on adding our content so that your general French preparation keep is up to that level. So this is moreover about the platform. Now going back to our collaboration with GFTF. So in our collaboration with GFTF, we have created a landing page which we have posted in the description of this YouTube video. So anyone who is interested to go ahead with this platform, subscribe this or get to know more about this platform from us, you can simply go to that link. You have a contact form. You can fill in the contact form and get connected to us. At the same time, you have an email ID there, marketing at Panworld LLC. You can get that email ID and write to us what your query is, whether you want to know more about it. You can always get connected with us. At the same time, there's a Google form that we have created. We have put it Mr. Keba from GFTF will be sharing it on the YouTube link. So that form will help us to understand how many of you registered, and if you are interested to have a more detailed trial session that you want to access it, we are working on it as of now. We do not provide trials, but if there is a heavy interest, we can always look into it. We also would like to introduce, let you know that there's a special package that is for a limited period of time, and it is only accessible for the GFTF members. So jump in into the link that we have provided and explore it, and please take advantage of the link. I guess I'm done with it. Mr. Kiba, would you like to conclude the session?
Yes, Ms. Yardley. Thank you. Thank you, participants who have joined from various places. I hope this session would have given you a complete insight about this enriching platform. Now we are during this pandemic time, we have learned a lot of technology was another hand. And I believe that without technology and without going in hand with the technology skills, our future career doesn't make it easier. I hope this platform, DELF platform, would DELF and CBSE ASL would give you a better hand in learning and equipping yourself in learning the French. Well, with CBSE ASL, as CBSE has come up with the assessment for speaking and listening, this platform is designed exclusively for grade 9 and 10 CBSE learning students. I hope this platform would benefit more of French learners, especially grade 9 and 10 of CBSE students, where they could develop their four language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Well, as during the session, it was well explained about that students have a facility to take up a test right in the beginning to know where they stand. So as per the level, it automatically categorizes to the level, as in like A1, A2, B1, and B2. So I encourage you teachers as well as if you are students, please ensure that you make this opportunity in learning French and keep learning always. All the best. And thanks for attending. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you.